What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? We're here. Can you hear us? Hope
All
everyone.
right.
Oh, wow, we're getting a lot of thumbs up.
All right.
We're getting a lot of thumbs up. We got a lot of people in here. All right, let's get it going.
Yeah.
Everybody see my screen? Everybody having a good day? Everybody ready to rock? All right, guys. This is Focus V webinar number 4 or 5. Just wanted to start out. Thank everybody for joining today. Thank everyone who's invested so far. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate those of you who believe in us and believe in what we're building. So yeah, looking forward to the stream today. As always, we have some exciting, interesting topics to talk about and to share with everyone. We're going to go over some of the slides in the beginning quickly because I think that some of you guys may know and be familiar with some of the information on some of these slides. But for those of you who are here maybe for the first time or who aren't as familiar with Focus V, want to get you guys just a little bit of background about us and about the company. Um, Focus V is one of the top vaporizer device brands in the cannabis industry. We compete with, mostly private companies, but I think we're probably top 2, top 3, especially when we're talking about dab devices. And as a team, we're a group of passionate hash smokers, and we like to geek out about tech and hash. And over the last 5, 6 years, we've built a company that we're really proud of, a brand that we're really proud of. So, um, you know, uh, as far as what do our products do, generally speaking, we try to design products that make it easier to consume hash, and we'd like to think about all the little details. So whether it's the screen on the Carta 2, or whether it's the LED spotlight on the Saber, or whether it's the swappable batteries on the Aris, we really try to think of features that will enhance the experience for our customers. As far as our traction as a company, to date, we've had over 50 million in lifetime revenue. We've got over 200,000 customers. We're sold in over 3,000 stores, dispensaries, smoke shops. We have on our app over 70,000 users. Talk about that a little bit more and the growth of the app. And as far as like specific financials, last year our revenue was over 10 million. It was 10.2 million, and we had a profit of over 400,000. And we really think it's just the first inning in the cannabis industry. There's still a lot of growth to come. So we've been building this company for a while, but we plan to keep building it. For the next 5, 10 years. We're not really looking for any short-term exit. We want to continue to build out our product line, and we want to continue to build out our customer base. We think a lot of people are going to consume hash that maybe don't yet consume hash. So we see there like a lot of growth in the future. Revenue model, as far as where we sell our products, we sell them directly to consumers on focusve.com. And that's where people can buy directly from us. And then we also have a sales team that's selling all around the US and internationally. And we sell to other smoke shops and we sell to dispensaries. And then we work with distributors. We have a really good distribution partner in Canada, Turning Point Brands, that has gotten us amazing coverage in Canada. We sell to, I think, I think we're the most popular brand in Canada. Um, So that's been great. And Europe is growing a lot. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the presentation, but Europe has really been growing. All right, so this particular webinar is really with a focus on product development. So wanted to jump into that as quick as possible. Um, just to start with our current lineup, the Carta 2 is it's an absolute workhorse, and it's been out for 2.5 years. In our opinion, it's still the best dab rig on the market. 2.5 years later, um, we took home first place for best vaporizer at Spanibus a couple weeks ago. And with the introduction of Max, its performance is really unmatched. Um, and so the Carta 2, has been amazing since it's come out, and with the software updates and with the release of Max, it's only gotten better. Eris, we released in January of this year. It's got honestly so many features that I think sometimes we all forget what it can do. It has swappable batteries, which what does that really mean? Like you say, swappable batteries. Okay, what does that mean? It means if you're traveling, if you're hiking, if you're on the go, you're never out of commission if you have a backup battery. The sesh doesn't need to stop. It has Bluetooth. And it's like, okay, Bluetooth, what does that mean? Okay, Bluetooth means you can connect to our app. But what it really means as far as the user experience is that you can customize your temps. You can connect the Eris to the same app you use for the Carta, and there's 5 presets. You can dial in those presets to any temperature you want. So you can customize for any temperature from 365 up to 635, and you can change your presets on the device. Um, Bluetooth also means that the device gets better over time. So we've released a number of software updates for Eris, making improvements, to battery function. And there was improvements to Intelli-Core. So the device keeps getting better. It's not like when you don't have Bluetooth, you're not able to update the firmware on the device. It also has wireless charging, which is an awesome feature, and works with the wireless charger, like specifically built for Eris, but it also works with any wireless charger that you have. First e-rig to fit in your pocket, and not only does it fit in your pocket, but it's really durable. Since we released Eris, the customer service tickets have been like very minimal. The unique airflow path just really limits the reclaim. And the build is really sturdy. You can throw it in your backpack and not have to worry that it's gonna break. It's not gonna get crushed. It's not gonna easily scratch. It's really durable. It's built for on the go. Um, and these are all features that some of the competitive dry dab devices that are on the market, they don't have. They don't have Bluetooth, or they don't have swappable batteries, or not as durable. So this is kind of like our 2 flagship products right now, Eris, Carta. We're gonna jump into Carta Sport, and talk to you guys about Carta Sport, which we're super excited about. We've been really fine tuning it, getting it dialed in, and it's coming very soon. And then we're also going to talk about Tracer, which is a completely new product, and something that's a totally different form factor than what is in the current lineup. So this is just basically a summary of like our product development over time, starting with the Carta 2, which we released in April of 2022, and the pace of our product development has really picked up over the last 2.5 years. Saber came out at the end of 2022. Carta Colorways was in January of 2023. Eris came out in January of 2024. Max came out in July of this year. Air's colorways are coming very soon. We just released the clear, which is sick. If you haven't seen it in person, it looks even cooler in person than it does on camera. And then Tracer and Sport are the two new products that we are working on and releasing very soon. There she is. Okay. All right. So with that, JR is gonna jump in and talk to you guys about the sport and some of the features and what are some of the things that we focused on when developing it and what were the things that were important to us.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, be happy to talk through it. If you don't mind hitting F11 for me, maybe we can get the full screen picture.
Hmm? Let's see.
It's all right. We'll get
Yeah, I
there.
think you're good.
Yeah. So, Carta Sport, uh, it's a new product for us. There's a lot of familiar things, and there's a lot of like new upgraded things as well. But mainly for us, we wanted to make sure that we're creating, you know, products for all types of consumers at all price points. Carta Sport is meant to be, a very high value device at a very competitive price point. Throughout the years and throughout developing different products, we've gathered a lot of good feedback, been able to, apply that well and, improve on the quality of all our products. Sam pointed that out a little bit with Eris and our sort of really low ticket number and return rate. And, we're hoping to apply that to all future products and just raise the bar in every way we can. Um, a lot of the ways, one of the ways I should say, we do that is by making sure that we pack as many
I
features.
think JR, I think people are having a harder time hearing you, so maybe just talk louder, see if that helps.
Sure. Sorry about that. Is this better?
Just
You guys hear me better?
I can hear you, but like everyone's thumbsing down when you're talking, so I don't know if everybody else can hear you that great. Everybody's saying still no, volume, audio too low. But I want to give it another shot, and if people still can't hear you,
How
I'll
about
just
now?
take it.
Is this better?
You guys hear JR?
You guys hear me better now? Thumbs down again.
Thumbs down.
Let me
um,
up this. Thought it sounded good.
yeah,
You
I
guys
can hear you.
thumbs up now? We're getting thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up.
I think people are just
Make
clicking
signals.
things.
All right. Well, how about this, guys? I'll talk for now, and then JR's gonna try to get his audio fixed, and then we can invite JR back. But with the sport, it's again, like JR said, it's a lot of familiar things. So the Carta OG we retired. I think it was earlier this year. I'm not sure the exact date, but we retired the Carta OG. It had a great life. It was a great product, but it was time to retire it. And then the sport was something that we had started working on. We wanted to bring another uh, you know unit to market that was you know you guys hear me? Someone just muted me. So that was the idea with Carta Sport. Was we retired the OG and um, So you'll see obviously the body and the frame, and a lot of it looks familiar. Um, but it's really packed with features. Like one of the things that we try to do is like we want to offer our products at different price points, but we don't try to like say, oh, let's not put this feature in so that we can upsell people to like a more expensive product. We want to like fit as many features as we can into a product and offer it at a competitive price. And that is exactly what we did with the Sport. The Sport has so many features. There's so much that it offers. Um, Obviously, let's start with the glass top. It's compatible with your Carta glass tops from your OG or your Carta 2. Um, Compatibility. Then let's look at the atomizer. The atomizer is compatible. So if you have with the Carta 2 and the Intelli-Core product line. So if you have an Aris and you get the Sport, you can interchange your atomizers. If you have a Carta 2, you can interchange your atomizers with the Carta Sport. Completely compatible with the Intelli-Core atomizer line. Um, it doesn't have a screen, and that's part of how we're able to make it more competitive, but it does have Bluetooth, which means that you can connect it to the app. You can do all the things that you can do with Aris, which means you can dial in the temperature from three down as low as 365 all the way up to 635. You can change your 5 sesh presets. So if you want like a particular low temp setting, and then all the way up to as hot a dabs as you want. You can do that, and you can save those on the device. So after those sesh temperatures are set, you don't need the app. You can just cycle through what sesh preset you want directly on the device. I'm gonna pop to the next slide here. Um, it's really easy to operate. It again, like with the single button, it's very similar function to Eris. So, double click to start a session, single click to cancel, 3 clicks to cycle through your LED presets, um, 2 clicks, 2 quick clicks to cycle through your sesh presets, um, and 5 clicks to turn on and off. Um, we also improve the battery life. So that's one of the things that we're definitely focused on is like battery life in all of our products. We want to like make it as good as possible through firmware updates. We're aware that battery life is important to everybody, and so with the Carta Sport, we have done things to improve the battery life, and so not only is it gonna last longer because it doesn't have a screen, but there's other things that we've done to improve the battery life with Sport. Talked about the app support, talked about Intelli-Core, um, rugged exterior. So obviously you guys see, in the last slide, the render. I'm gonna go back to it. So yeah, this exterior silicone that we designed is functional as well as looking pretty cool. It is just durable. It adds like a layer of durability, makes it's easy to clean, feels good in your hand, and there's a lot of cool things that we'll be doing with colors. We didn't want to show you guys too much on that front just yet, um, but that's just it's fun. I'll just leave it at that with the possibilities what we can do with colors with the silicone exterior, but adds a lot of functionality, really easy to clean, and is durable. It's a durable exterior.
You guys hear me now?
You guys hear
Recorded.
JR better now? He's got some headphones on.
It's looking like more thumbs
You
up than
can,
thumbs down.
yeah.
I think we might just have a I'm
Philip
gonna say
says no. Jonathan says no. Tristan says yes. All right, why don't you talk for a little bit and we'll see how the thumbs up go.
all right. So where are we at here? Talking about Intelli-Core. Thanks for picking up the slack there, Sam. But yeah, I think you hit all the points well. And Intelli-Core obviously is like the backbone, the foundation of our DAB device tech. It's the first to bring full surface heating to devices like Eris and Carta that can, do things that no other devices really can. Um, and it's tried and true. Like there's people who have had the same atomizer for years and have thousands of cycles on it. It's not something that you need to plan on replacing very often. Um, so it's something you can definitely count on. And of course, with the introduction of sport, we're expanding that compatibility to more devices. Um, sport is basically bringing like the full experience, a full set of features. It's a full bringing a full size atomizer to
I think
a
I think people are still having a hard time hearing you. It's like it's 50-50. So,
hmm,
um, you can come up here and hang next to me and um that might work better or just, just hang out.
okay, yeah,
Um, so yeah, I mean, for those of you guys like who couldn't hear JR, he was just kind of talking about Intellicore and some of the things that make it unique. It's got full bowl heating, so it heats on the sides, it heats on the bottom. In our like experience, it gives the best dab. Like, when you're heating your nail with your torch, like you're trying to get even heating around the whether it's a slurper or just a banger, you're trying to get even heating around, the glass. And like for us, that's part of why Carta hits harder, is the full bowl heating. That's one of the things that is unique about IntelliCore, and then the compatibility, like it's compatible with Eris. Um, our atomizers are really durable. They really hold up if you take care of them, if you clean them. You can, like, we've got some people that have atomizers that have lasted 5,000, 7,000 dabs. It's well made. That said, sometimes atomizers crap out, and if they do, and you're like in the product family and you also have an Eris, you can unscrew your atomizer, pop it on your Carta, and like let's say you wanted to hit your Carta for whatever reason, it works. It's nice to have that compatibility. Um, and if you're trying to have backup atomizers, and if you have a Carta and an Eris, you you can get one backup, and you don't need to have a separate backup for each one. So it's just kind of part of our ethos as a brand. Like we want to try to again put as many features as we can into the products that we offer at the price point, and not if possible give you guys more than than you think than you would expect. Kind of like be surprised with what you get. It's like you get a bag with the devices, right? Like it's the same idea. Um, so with that, we're going to jump into Tracer, which is something we've talked about a little bit on some of the other streams, but we haven't shared too much about it. It's a totally new form factor. Again, we do want to have different price points for customers. That's why we're releasing the sport. It will be, and we can go into this in the Q&A as far as pricing and like what the anticipated pricing is for it. But um, we do want to offer products at different price points because everybody has a different budget, and some people may just be looking to get into hash, for the first time and want to start, with a lower ticket item, or if you're looking for something, for vacation, or you're looking for something, that you can throw in your car. You might not want to have your baby like in the car or on the go. So having products at different price points is helpful for a lot of reasons. So Tracer is that. Tracer will be uh, sub $100. I can say that as far as the price point, and it's ultra portable. It has interchangeable tips. It has the LED spotlight, which you know and love from Saber, but an even better spotlight. It has a removable airflow path, and the airflow path is glass primarily. So we are constantly thinking about the airflow path and how to you know avoid silicone. Like for example, with the Aris, it's a ceramic insert, so the smoke is passing through ceramic, not passing through silicone. It's better flavor, just tastes better, in our opinion. We tested with Aris, we tested a lot of mouthpieces. We tested one piece mouthpiece, two piece, three piece, silicone, ceramic, glass, all different kinds of materials. Ultimately, we went with the two piece and we went with ceramic because of the like modularity that it gave us, and the ceramic flavor was just the best, and it also cools the smoke. But so same principles with Tracer. It's a removable air path and it's made of glass. And this can kind of give you some clues as to what kind of form factor it is. We partnered with a company named Dip Device that we've known for a really long time. Years ago, we used to help them with distribution. We helped sell Dip devices. They are one of the OGs in terms of making devices for hash consumption. Great guys. And so it is a dip style device on steroids. Is kind of a way to think about it. It's like all of our tech, all of our, all the things that you guys know and love about our products, and like the materials that we use and the things that we think about in a dip style device. So yeah, we're really excited about Tracer. It's gonna come after Sport. Sport is really very close. So as far as like timeline of things, look out for Sport first. But Tracer will be kind of right behind it. And both of those products are gonna have Bluetooth, which means again that you'll be able to dial in temps, and that's something that's really, I think, um, something we're putting in every device. I mean, essentially, our entire product line will have Bluetooth capability except for the Saber. And it really isn't necessary for the Saber. There's three different heat settings for the Saber, so you can kind of adjust as needed with that. But the Bluetooth functionality with Sport will be there, Tracer, Carta 2, Aris, and everyone has different preferences. And you may, not only that, but different material, you're going to want to smoke at a different temperature. Different, if you're in different moods, if you're trying to like chill, Netflix and chill on the couch, you might want a low temp dab. If you're trying to like go hard and like, you're with your crew, like you might want to jack up the temperature a little bit. So like it's really different moods, different materials. There's so much that goes into what temperature you want to dab at. And we just don't think, presets give you enough. And so for that reason, we make sure that Bluetooth is in all the products. And the app has so much more to offer. There's so they're focusing on the ability to customize your temperature, but the app is endless in terms of the features, and obviously depending on what device you're talking about, it varies. But with the Carta 2, you can upload a screensaver through the app. Um, there's a leaderboard, so with all the devices, you're getting points, which is just fun, and you can see your ranking, and it's like every day, week, and month, and all time. There's a different leaderboard. Um, So that's cool. And then those XP points, we've talked about this in other presentations, but those XP points are going to turn into a reward club program where you can take your XP and redeem it for exclusive merch that you can only get, that we're not going to make available for sale. It's only going to be through the app. It's already built. It's sick. I mean, I could probably pull it up on my phone and show you guys, if I have the link. Can you maybe Slack me
I,
the?
I I can pull it up.
Okay, cool.
Even
Yeah.
if they can't hear me, hopefully they
They
can
can
see
see
me.
you. You guys can see JR, right?
Maybe it's better now.
Can you guys hear him now? I mean, it sounds okay. All right, there we go. There we go.
All right,
Let's
we're
go.
back. We're
He's
so back.
back.
Yeah, the app
Nice.
is sick. The app is it's rewards is sick. We're gonna have so much cool exclusive merch, so many ways to like kind of show you're part of the family. And let me see here. This is a little sneak peek, right? I don't know how much we want to show here.
Let's show it off.
Well, you guys might be familiar with the rankings, but pretty soon there's going to be a new rewards tab that allows you to claim some pretty cool exclusive merch. The dabs, the XP that you guys have been like earning, you can finally cash them in for cool stuff. This is something that I've really been excited about for a long time. We've been discussing for a long time. I'm glad it's finally here. I'm glad that we can finally you know, engage with the community in this way, and our family and our supporters, our hardcore like loyal fans this way. Um, but yeah, finally getting rewarded for taking a dab. You can dab your way to cool stuff. I think that's so amazing. I don't think anybody's doing that or has done that. So
Yeah, it's rewards is awesome. And it's really just the beginning of all the social features that we have in the software roadmap for the app. There's a lot of cool social features that we're going to be implementing into the app. We wanted to make sure that we talk about our battle that we are fighting with Puffco. As you guys know, we compete with Puffco in the space, and we're currently in a patent dispute with them. Um, all the facts and arguments can be found online. We can't go into too much detail about it, about our opinions, but we do encourage you guys to read about it and see what's going on with the case, learn about it, do your own research. It's a really important fight, we think, and we believe for the industry. We think it's really important that there are options, particularly with the eRig product line. Hasn't been a fun fight or an easy fight, but it's a fight that's important. It's important for the industry. It's important for consumers. The existence of Focus V has increase the speed of development, and the competition, the speed of competition, the speed of innovation, and also like on the pricing front. If you guys are really paying attention, you can see that there's lower priced options, and prices are being reduced, and that is direct, you know, response from competition. That's what happens when you have competition. Prices come down, and if you don't have competition, then prices don't come down. They go the other way. Um, so ongoing, something we'll keep updating you about, and yeah, it leads into our community. We really feel we have one of the best communities in the entire industry, one of the most passionate. It's awesome hearing from customers who just fall in love with our products, like whether it's the Carta 2 or the Aris. I hear all the time from people who just fall, it changes their life. Like they're like, now, like I used to not dab, now I dab like every day, or like just there's like a love that they have for our products, and like that's how we feel about our products. So like seeing our fans um, have that same reaction is special, and we're constantly thinking about you guys, and how to engage more with you guys. We have 100,000 followers on Instagram. We have 6,000 in our Discord. We've got, like I said, over 70,000 app users, over 170,000 emails. So we have a really solid consumer base, which is just growing and getting stronger. Um, we do a lot of pop-up events in California. We'd like to be in a lot of other markets with pop-up events, and we're working on ways to do more pop-up events in other states. But that's part of why we chose to do the crowdfunding, was to really like engage with our fans and give them a chance to be part of this journey, and be part of what we're building. So yeah, we'll get into a little bit more of the investing stuff now. We kind of ran through the product development stuff. As far as the like overall landscape of the market, I think in general cannabis is still growing. It hasn't reached its full potential. People are drinking less and smoking more. Everyone, like, I think, realizes that there's way more negative effects to alcohol, and there's a lot of good benefits to cannabis. So just in general, like I think demand and overall like appreciation for the plant is growing, and as like more of these older folks that are in power like die and go away, like, and younger people come in, it will change. The laws will change. They're continuing to move in a positive way. And I think we've got over 35 states with some sort of medical or recreational. Um, and I don't pay a ton of attention to like the politics of it all, but it will change at some point. And then within the growth of cannabis, like hash is still a very niche community, but it's growing. And the like quality of the hash in different markets is getting better. Like even for example, New Jersey, the hash is getting better. Like that market is still young, but the fresh frozen is getting better, and once the fresh frozen gets better, that's really what's necessary. It's not going to take that long for these markets to catch up. Um, and then devices like Carta and Eris will continue to gain popularity. Like as rising tides like raise all boats. Um, Specifically our growth. So um, this is retail specifically. So this is like sales off of focusv.com. Our retail growth has been on an upward trend from 2021. We grew sales on the website from 1.8 to 3.3 million, which is 83% growth. And then from 2022 to 2023, we grew from 3.3 to 3.8, which is 15% growth year over year. And then some other figures. This is on the international side. We put this update on StartEngine page so you can see it there. But just to highlight it for you guys, the international sales are growing. 2023 last year for retail, we hit 146,000, which was a rise from 99K. Um, so that's almost like a 50% increase year over year. Um, just, I think the market in Europe is growing. I think it's going to continue to grow. And we're seeing the same thing with wholesale. Wholesale actually had even more growth this year in 2024. Year to date, wholesale is over 800K compared to 480K in 2023. And that's markets like Spain, UK is a great market for us in Europe. Switzerland's a good one. South America, there's good growth, and Canada's pretty steady for us. far as like our plan, it's really just focused on growing the brand, uh, releasing great products, developing great products. We think the tech is still in the early days, and just like with the product roadmap that we shared with you guys, we see a lot of growth for the company just with the Sport and Tracer and Aris colorways. That those releases alone are going to give us growth. Um, next year. But I think just in general, as the market's growing, as our product line is growing, as our team is getting stronger, we really, that's what we're focused on is just our products and making our customers happy. And then kind of we think the rest will follow from that. So we're definitely long term thinking, and we're not like focused on an exit, but as far as what those could be. At some point, we could go public, but that's kind of not something we see as like something in the short term. We're more, it's possible that someone could come along and acquire us. And like I said, we're not building this to sell it, but obviously, as you guys are like thinking about an investment, that's something that you guys would want to hear about. So yeah, if someone came along and made and wanted to buy us, we wouldn't say we would evaluate it and make a good decision for shareholders, I guess. But it's not our focus. We want to just keep building the company. Um, and then there's also a secondary market on StartEngine, which is pretty cool. So there's a way in the future for shareholders to list their shares, and if the value of the company has gone up, you can sell them directly on StartEngine. And that's something that's typically in the past been just available to like public companies, but now like as uh, platforms like StartEngine are developing, it's becoming easier and it's becoming an option for private companies to have a way for shareholders to liquidate. So that's pretty cool. Um, the use of the capital that we're raising is for product development, inventory, and working capital. Um, Most of it is for inventory. Right now, we would like to increase the amount of inventory, especially with releasing the Carta Sport. We um, really are anticipating a lot of demand for that product, given the features that it has and the price point that we're going to be offering it at. Um, and so, our inventory sells really quickly. If we had more inventory on hand, we'd be able to um, grow the sales. And so that's definitely like the primary use. And then product development, investing in, more tools for JR and the team and for us to tinker with and we have some pretty cool you know tinkering machines. Like we have a great 3D printer that we just got recently. We've had one, but we got a better one. And there's some other things that we want to as far invest in as far as R&D tools go. Um, and then just our product roadmap, it allows us to move quicker in terms of bringing new products to market and testing things. Like we have a lot of pretty cool ideas with atomizers that we want to and that we are testing and that we are doing. But that's just like one example where we do a lot of like tinkering with atomizers and atomizer ideas, and so a bigger budget for product development helps us do that. Our progress on StartEngine's been pretty solid. We're really happy with it so far. To date, we are over 250K and we have over 150 investors. And if any of you guys are in the chat right now, just welcome. Thank you. Looking forward to you guys being on this journey with us. Um, and we'll keep thinking of cool things, to bring you guys into the fold and being a part of like the development of our company, telling you like the challenges that we're going through, telling you the successes and the wins that we have. So you guys are part of the team. Um, and and then we have 1,900 followers, which is a lot. of followers, a lot of people, and that number keeps growing. Those are people that are like showing interest, and so to everyone that's kind of following along, we have a Q&A session at the end. We'll try to get through as many questions as we can. And I think Q&A is coming up. So, but before we do that, I take a dab and show you guys the owner's edition. We've shared some pictures of it recently, but I have one right here. It's awesome. This is the bag that it comes in. It's real leather. It's thick, like reinforced. It's got this awesome owner's edition plaque on the front. It's got reinforced zippers, and it's just a premium, really amazing bag. I love the Carta 2 bag. I love the Eris bag. This is the Eris one. It's sick. Crack it open. So I've kind of tricked mine out a little bit, but it comes stock with the smoke glass top. It's got a custom boot up screen. So I don't know if you caught it there, but it's got a custom owner's edition boot up screen. The atomizer is anodized gold. I'll show you guys that right now. This is a cool touch. They're all going to be serialized. There's only 250 that we made, and half of them have already been like sold. So there's like 125 ish that are still left, and yeah, he's going to be a part of Focus V history. So smoking on. This is Astro Berry. Load this up. It's grape gas and dozy cot. Take a dab at me, JR.
Certainly, Sam. You left your jar downstairs, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip
Nice.
into that one. I don't have an owner's edition, but do have
You
my
got
Carta.
you
Always
got
have my
Max.
Carta. Yeah, apologize for the audio difficulties earlier, guys. I'm glad we got it sorted out though. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Race? You want to race? I already started. I think we're pretty close though. Who's gonna
300,
go first?
20. Boom,
Uh,
boom.
it's gonna be a close one.
Oh shit.
Wow,
Gotcha.
that was pretty much like photo finish. I mean, I don't know. I feel compelled to talk about like the convenience that these devices bring compared to like, like a glass rig with a slurper and like three different marbles and a soak tray and a torch and backup butane and all the different things. Not to, diminish that experience too much. That does have its
It's a lot.
benefits. There's a time and a place. Yeah, but if you're a regular sort of consumer and the way that concentrates is kind of replacing flour as a consumption method, or just growing and as a consumption method, I should say. It really does kind of expand the opportunity to consume more conveniently.
Yeah, it's like the ongoing balance between convenience and experience, and like trying to find that sweet spot because the glass rig's it's a good experience, but the convenience is it's not convenient.
Mhm. Well, I hope you guys got some good questions for us. I think we got them.
Let's see. All right.
I think there's some in the Don's pulled some to answer. It looks like.
Um. Yeah, let's see. The Q&A. All right. What's the plan MSRP for sport? The MSRP will be between 200. It'll be between 200 and 250. That's the current range. I'm gonna try and make it as competitive as we can, but as it's still kind of going through like final stages of development, that's the target range.
So I see. There's some in this in the chat group. Sam, how can one become a brand ambassador?
Shoot us an email. Yeah, shoot an email to vip@focusv.com.
We got another one that's what exactly is new or different with the sport? You mind if I take this one? I didn't really get a chance to.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, the sport, like I said, or I tried to say, we improved a lot of just overall functionality. We learned a lot from previous devices, from a lot of like just testing. We were able to just from a baseline increase the battery life, the battery performance, just the build quality. Of course, you can see it has a slightly different exterior, same silhouette, but no OLED screen, just a nice like rubberized textured grip and full app support. It's got a single button for like easy operation. I think there's one other element that maybe wasn't discussed is there's a slightly different case. We've got a little bit of a upgraded case for Carta Sport. But I think maybe as important as what's different is like what's the same, right? Which is kind of the capabilities, the compatibilities. You're still getting Intelli-Core. You can still throw a Max on there. I made a joke in one of the chat groups that like a Carta Sport with like an Intelli-Core Max and a bubble cap is like it's like the LS swap of dab rigs, and maybe car guys will understand that, but it's just such a great bang for your buck option for people who want like full capabilities, but at a much more competitive price point. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Um, what are you looking to target? Oh, sorry. I think that was the first one. Yeah. Will Carta Sport have USB-C and
Yeah,
wireless?
we'll have USB-C.
Yeah. Are there any plans to update the iOS app as a native app rather than a browser-based app?
The app issue is an Apple issue, and we're working on trying to get them to change their rules and uh, guidelines. But
Right.
uh, it's until they do that, we have to stick to the browser app for Apple.
Right. So there are plans, but there's every plan has steps, and we're still trying to make sure that we can operate there. Why is there such a limited amount for the owner's edition? Is this one any different from Carta 2, or is it the same device?
It's a Carta 2, same device. It's the all the different details that we put into it that make it different, but they're limited because they're only for people who invest in StartEngine, and um, that's how many we're making. Keep it limited. You gotta get one.
Will the owner's edition have an Intelli-Core Max?
It has a standard Intelli-Core.
Compatible with Intelli-Core Max, so that's like,
Compatible.
yeah, it's like putting a LS in a Mercedes Benz or something. Um, are you threatened by this pivot release? Any thoughts on how it'll affect Eris market share?
No, I think it's good to have more devices and more options for people, and I think it's good to like compete and come out with new products. Like that's good. Eris is a different animal. Eris is a different beast. You know, it's kind of a different class of product.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
it's a full feature device. You get a full size atomizer. You get all of the app Bluetooth
Bluetooth.
functionality that that brings. Swappable batteries so that you don't have to stop what you're doing to wait for something to charge. If you want to keep going, you just swap and keep session. Um, will there be colorways for the tracer? Whoa, slow down there, buddy. I think we'll get there. I think you maybe there's so much more about the tracer that we've
we
yet to
haven't
tell
we
you.
haven't put a lot of
Yeah.
brain effort into the colors for tracers yet. I could tell you where we are in the timeline of it, but it's actually it's yeah.
Yeah, I think colorways are a great way to add a personality to your devices, and we're all about that. So I would say it's very likely.
There will be colors.
Would you ever start doing discounts for medical patients every now and then?
Yeah, we have to like figure out a good way to verify. You know,
Right.
medical marijuana patients or medical.
Yeah, medical marijuana patients.
Yeah, that'd be
When
cool.
will the when will the colorways for Eris come out?
Soon, sooner than soon. I don't have an exact date yet,
Right.
but soon.
How many dabs per full battery would you say it has for sport? Ooh. I'll answer that a lot. A lot.
More.
Yeah. We've done a lot to optimize battery performance on like the software and the hardware side. I think that should say a lot. Who is eligible to buy an owner's edition Carta?
Pretty much anyone is eligible. There's some requirements that StartEngine has based on income levels, and I don't know those off the top of my head. But if you can't find them, just shoot us an email, and we can find the link and send it to you.
Will the teal color be available?
The teal color is no longer available. It was available for the first 2 weeks, but yeah, it will be available. There will be a way to get teal. And they're shipping pretty soon. The teal and owner's edition. Uh, initially we were saying end of November, but those probably are going to ship out sooner than that. We're trying to get them to you guys as soon as we can, and looks like they're going to ship sooner.
Will you have a Saber 2 in the future? I mean, we never stop moving. So we're always looking to like improve
In
and develop something.
disgust,
Yeah. What is the planned coil for tracer? Ceramic, quartz?
potentially both.
Yeah, it does have interchangeable tips. That does leave it open up to all kinds of fun expansion possibilities. Ceramic, definitely, I think we can say that. Does Focus V have any plans for a large music sesh event gathering?
Yeah, we do. We have plans for more events. We do.
Yeah. What's the level of investment for Owner's Edition?
$999 is the owner's edition ticket.
How many of those do we have left, by the way?
I think 100, less than 125 now, but close to that.
Are you going to be making more custom interchangeable glass tops and card caps for Carta 2?
Custom interchangeable glass tops for Carta 2. Well, we've been dropping a lot of artist work on the site. Like every month, we've been doing different releases. And as far as a different stock top, we try to, yeah, support the glass artists. But yeah, we have some different glass pieces that we've got in the works.
Will we ever have a boost option where mid rip the temp can jump up to finish off the dab? We can do this manually now with the Carta 2, but won't be able to do with the Sport. Can I take this one? So, um, yeah, we're gonna have all kinds of cool, fun software stuff, and I think that's a big part of this. Is we want, like, we have all these great ideas, but it takes a lot of like time and money and energy to implement it and do it right and make sure that it's reliable. So on the software side of things, especially for the Sport, if you have the app out and it's open, you'll have full like functionality. You'll be able to do just anything you can do with the Carta 2, you could do with the Sport as long as you got your app with you. Is there going to be some new budget glass eventually? Um,
More budget than the stock top. I think we'd probably go the other way with something that's like a little bit more premium.
yeah, I think the stock top is great. I mean, we've done a lot to like we made little tweaks to the stock top too to help like improve on it. But I think it's a very simple top, but it does great.
That's a good job.
Um, will the Carta 2 glass fit on the Sport? Yeah, of course. You know it does. We're your all your Carta glass tops will fit on
All your carb caps,
all
all
the boards.
your silicone, all that. It's
Yeah,
interchangeable.
not really. I think like simplifying the product line that way instead of like fragmenting everything. Just like the way like USB-C chargers or cables are great, or everything. It's great when everything has USB-C because you already have that. It's great when everything takes Intelli-Core because you already have that. If Carta Glass is there and it's compatible, you already have that. Um, I think that's a really important thing and valuable thing to me. Uh, anything about the Carta 3 down the line? LOL.
A lot of things about it.
Yeah. Is there going to be any new bubble caps, D-pads, just caps in general, or accessories in the future? Yeah, accessories for sure. Eris is getting love. Like we're again, we have so much stuff in the pipeline and so many like great ideas that we want to just like get out there. And if we could just push them out there as fast as we could, um, I think that'd be the best. And wouldn't be asking this question. How long would you say you plan on keeping the firmware updated on each of these items in lieu of Carta 1 or Carta OG being phased out?
The firmware gets updated, I would say, at least a few times a year. I think is what we've done in the past.
Yeah, I think maybe more on terms of like overall product support and lifespan of that. We're committed to making sure that our products are
Yeah, well,
well supported.
the firmware is definitely going to keep evolving for sure. There's a lot
Yeah.
of like space to make more advancements with the firmware that's on the device. Just think about all the different. It's a computer basically. You can make a computer do all kinds of cool shit.
And then, oh, small note, maybe just supplement the owner's edition answer, but we do have all the terms and conditions available on StartEngine. So make sure you guys, if you're interested in the owner's edition, go check out the StartEngine page, read through, and you can definitely get it there. All the info is there for you too. Is the 30% promo code given at the end of this presentation?
It is.
Yeah, that's kind of a
It's a good
good
segue.
segue. Thanks, whoever asked that.
Yeah, guys. So appreciate you all joining today, and we're really excited about the things that we have coming in the short term and in the long term. We love all of you guys. We're going to keep pushing it. We're going to keep making our devices better, and we're going to keep getting the good word out there. Um, appreciate everybody who's joined us on this journey so far. Look forward to more of you guys joining us. And we got a fatty discount code for all you guys for joining in today. It's valid until midnight tomorrow night, and use code options for 30% off. So code options, 30% off. It's good till tomorrow night. And yeah, we believe in options. Let's go.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Appreciate
Thanks for
you
joining
all.
us. Peace out, guys.